Starter holds them. Racing in the hurdle, not a bad dispatch. Adventure, beaten for early speed, has drifted astern. Back there on its outside is Veritable Lad, and as they sort themselves out approaching the first flight, it's Kid Galahad and Gentle Habits the outside, and they've cleared it magnificently. Third placing Corker's Boy with Kandahar wide, and wider still Just Dynamite. The old-timer shooting right up along the inside has gone up to join with the leaders, Broadway Lad, as they come around the home turn in the first circuit from Adventure, followed by Top Jewel and Veritable Lad as last of all. As they make the turn into the straight, racing towards the 400-metre mark, and the leaders are joint leaders. We've got on the inside the old-timer Broadway Lad, from over on the outside Gentle Habits. They come to the first flight in the straight, followed further back by Corker's Boy, Kid Galahad. They've all cleared it well. Just Dynamite and Ryazan is wide. Kandahar's found a run up on the inside, followed then by Adventure. Further back to Top Jewel, and last of all was Veritable Lad at the jump in front of the stand with just over a circuit to go, and the favourites on top, Gentle Habits, by about 2.5. Puts in a big leap, but he clipped it in front. Oh, so did Broadway Lad, so did Kandahar. The three of them have all whacked it in front, but they've all recovered cleverly. They go out of the straight now. Gentle Habits by about 3. He's coming back to Broadway Lad. In third position, Corker's Boy, and they were followed then wider out by Kid Galahad. Kandahar down on the inside. Over on the outside was Just Dynamite as they go to the next jump near the 2000. Wider out around those was Ryazan. From further back on the inside, Veritable Lad. Kandahar ahead of him. Top Jewel is wide around Adventure as they push up in the centre. Working towards the crossing near the 1850, and the leader, Gentle Habits, gathers stock after clouting the one in front of the stand. Leads by a length and a half. Second placing in second position was Broadway Lad. He also hit that same jump. 2.5 further back, Corker's Boy inside Ryazan. 1.5 further back to Kid Galahad from Just Dynamite. Then Kandahar as Just Dynamite makes a run as they go over that first one along the far side. Top Jewel, Adventure, and Veritable Lad's rider was calling for some assistance there. He's in a bit of trouble, standing high in the irons. He might have lost one. At the leader, as they move along the far side, Gentle Habits. He shifted ground over that jump, and the old bloke, Broadway Lad, slipped through on his inside to go after him, but Gentle Habits has the speed on the flat, and he kicks away again by 3. Broadway Lad is now having his ears scrubbed off. Just Dynamite goes by him. So does Corker's Boy and a few of the others. Top Jewel and also Ryazan. They're after this leader. Kandahar's putting in a run at the 1200-metre turn from Adventure. Then came Kid Galahad. Veritable Lad's rider looking more comfortable now. He's back in business. Only 5 lengths first to last as they bunch up down the side at the jump at the 1,000 metres. Gentle Habit over it. From Top Jewel going to second. Just Dynamite put in a scratchy jump. In behind them, Adventure runs on with Ryazan. Broadway Lad's called it a day. They've completed a circuit back where they started. Over on the inside, Ryazan with Kandahar. Then came Kid Galahad, followed by Corker's Boy, who's running out of stamina. And further back then to Veritable Lad, and he's down. Veritable Lad fell at that, and further back, Broadway Lad. The rider of Veritable Lad's on his feet, and so is the horse. They both appear to be okay. Around the turn, 600 to travel. Gentle Habits, he's run a funny race. He's been up and back to them 2 or 3 times, but he's away and up from them again. He'll turn for home, down to the 400 by 3. Top Jewel second, Just Dynamite third. Then Adventure, he's struggling. Then Kandahar, Corker's Boy, Kid Galahad, and Ryazan's not in the race at the moment. Forget about Broadway Lad. 2 more to go. 1 more to go. He's over the second last. Corker's Boy went down on his nose, but it's all Gentle Habits as they come to the last one near the 200. Here he comes, up and over it. Jumped it like a cat, and favourite backers are on a pretty happy note with themselves in the opening event of 9 on Cup Day in Adelaide. And he goes to the line at Morphettville to win it easily, Gentle Habits. Gentle Habits, he put in one bad jump early in the race, but he's won by about 9 lengths to Just Dynamite and Adventure third. Corker's Boy fourth. They were followed by Top Jewel, then Kandahar, Ryazan, Kid Galahad. The old bloke Broadway Lad was distanced, and the other horse that came to grief was quickly to its feet, Veritable Lad, and so too the rider. And both are just standing around over there. The horse has been unsaddled, and it would appear that both horse and rider relatively unscathed, which is...
And the punters are unscathed too. Gentle Habits, a lovely ride by Ricky Maund. The Gentle Habits trained by Eric Musgrove, and it just was too good for them. Clever judge of pace, Ricky Maund. To pay $2.90 and $1.60, Just Dynamite, $3.80, and Adventure, $2. And New South Wales TABs aren't available at this stage. Now at Eden Hope, the fancied runners, number 1, Kazik, $5.70. Difficult Aspect, $5. Today, Simon Marshall. His last look at these runners in the second. Here he is at the track.
Roddy, thank you very much. It's lovely to have a chat to you down the line too, old pal. Number 9, Blue Pharaoh, is a bit of the rave here on track, of course, from the David Hall stable. Did look very well. Strapping Danehill colt. Wasn't a bad start. The last start, 4th behind Gattaca. Gattaca then came out and failed their last weekend, as a matter of fact, in Melbourne. But lovely horse, Blue Pharaoh. Not much between the top 3 neither. Beggar's Opera, which I thought had a great chance. Simon Price to ride from the Hay stable, looked extremely well in the yard. From number 2, Toll Shunt, David Tootle aboard from Hawksey stable. Well, Hawksey's always look well. Remember, this horse jumped and ran and showed lots of dash last time. He's going to do that again today. Just the 1,100 metres, might be just a tad of a worry, but yeah, he's a very quick horse. We haven't got many to walk up here. Number 3, Heavenly Shore, could not fault Richard Jolly to ride for his father, Peter. They always turn their horses out extremely well. So on top, number 4, Blue Pharaoh is the rave here. From number 1, Beggar's Opera, and not much between Toll Shunt and Heavenly Shore, Rod.
Simon, if you're happy to talk to me, you're going to be absolutely delirious shortly, because Joe McKinnon will be here.
Oh, geez, I'll go and take a breath, have half a cup of coffee and prepare oneself for that, Rod.
I would suggest you have something stronger than coffee, mate. Set to go at Morphettville. Here's Ron Paps.
Pretty tidy dispatch to Cossack. Lord jumped nicely. Lord Roseland, San Andreas Fault began quickly. Newcomer Mr. Sandman's got speed and early ability. He's working up to be about 3rd, followed then by Bell Cab, Tolleshunt, Mercurio, another newcomer working around a couple. Beggar's Opera caught wide. Blue Pharaoh's well back with all the King's men. Heavenly Shore is giving them all a start. He's a half-length last of all. They've gone keenly down towards the 1,200, the 600-metre home turn, where the leader was San Andreas Fault, 3/4 over Cossack Law. Bell Cab's 1.5 away, joined quickly over on the outside by Mr. Sandman. Further back, Lord Roseland, Mercurio now under pressure, getting clear of it. Tolleshunt from Blue Pharaoh, who's gone to the inside. Wider out around those, then all the King's men, and still last Heavenly Shore with Beggar's Opera as they straighten. San Andreas Fault got away, led by a length and a half. Bell Cab's after it from Tolleshunt. Further back then, Cossack Law beaten. Mercurio's running a bit of a race. Blue Pharaoh into the clear. Heavenly Shore from well back is working home between horses pretty hard. San Andreas Fault, the leader. Heavenly Shore's the one diving through the high diddle. He's after Mercurio out wide. Heavenly Shore, Mercurio. I'll give it to Heavenly Shore, a nose, Mercurio, but it's very close. 3rd might be on the inside, San Andreas Fault. They were followed then by Beggar's Opera. Lord Roseland right with them from further back. Blue Pharaoh, Bell Cab, then all the King's men. Tolleshunt, Cossack Law, Mr. Sandman was one of the last ones in. Gee, they're very deep out on the track, and I just have a feeling that Heavenly Shore might have dropped the nose. There won't be much in it. He and Mercurio, he's come from last if he has one. It's been a big effort. Mercurio, he's run his race in patches. He's got some hope on the outside. I wouldn't give up on either of these. Very good finish here. Heavenly Shore getting through on the inside. Mercurio the outside. This could go either way. Gripping finish. It's been a very big performance by Heavenly Shore. Win, lose or draw. Waiting on the number. Mercurio has it in his favour that he's on the outside, but they are very wide out. It's very difficult to line them up. The rail well back inside of them. And still no number. Judge taking time.
There it is, that photo. The one in the centre.
Of Rusbooking out to last is Watchful Miss. Still fairly tightly packed. Its fee about a half length in front of the Cetabello, and going through in the centre, Classical Jazz with 700 to go. Emily's...
Single one of them has misbehaved in the barriers. About 3 or 4 have just been withdrawn from the gates. One's even kicked part of the barriers away. So we can expect quite a substantial delay here, I would expect. We'll leave it there for the minute. I'm tipping a lot of those horses that have just been backed out of the gates will have to be vetted before we go to a start. That gives us time to say good afternoon to Simon Marshall, who I'm pleased to say will be joining me throughout the afternoon on Sky. How are you, Simon?
I'm very well, thank you, Joe. I'll be going better than you. I'll be going better if I was wearing the sky blue like you. Looking lovely today.
Thank you very much, Simon. Now, what's going to win the Cup this afternoon?
Joe, I do like Seaschool, the 3-year-old. He's been very impressive. I like the way he relaxes in his races. And, well, Raymond Shane Dye's very good over 2 mile, and I think he'll sum the situation up very well. I also thought Starbinder would be very hard to beat. He's proven over the 2 mile, or he's had 2 runs over 2,500 metres now. You're not going to get a fitter horse going into the race. And for 3rd, I put in the stablemate Sheer Kingston, the John Maher stablemate, that is. He's very impressive. Was unlucky in the West End last start. He shouldn't be too far away, but I tell you what, Joe, there's the fashions left, right and centre today. They're right on song in Adelaide Cup Day.
Good crowd on hand there, Simon.
Yes, very much so, Joe. Building up and been very quiet throughout the carnival, but Adelaide Cup Day, well, of course, it's a day off in Adelaide and everybody does come out and support it greatly, and we do have that today, let me tell you.
Just before we leave you, have you got a tip for the Angus Brute this afternoon?
Yeah, the Angus Boot, don't close your eyes, because I think Close Your Eyes will win, Joe. Very impressive last start when it won by 5 lengths from the Robert Smurden trained stable. Eddie Wilkinson's flying, and I don't think you can do too much wrong if you don't close your eyes.
All right, we won't do that. Thanks for your help, Simon. Look forward to speaking to you a little later.
Have a lovely day, Joe.
I will. Now, back at Flemington, not a lot's happening. There was a lot happening a few minutes ago, though. About 3 or 4 runners were withdrawn from the gates, most at their own peril. We are actually 7 minutes behind start time here. These 2-year-old fillies have been very fractious in the barriers. Now we'll take a look at the market in the meantime. Ceciel's at 10, 390 Taringa. Veloci 670, 14 musical spin. Amanda Hug and Kiss 560, double figures the rest there. Just one more over the page that's in the market, and that's Penny Serenade at 460. Let's go back there and find out what's happening from Greg Miles.
Right, Joe, well, we've still got these horses out of line, and I'm still waiting to see what's going to happen here. Jasila is out on her own and riderless. Also, the horse that was on the inside there, Come on the Wagon, it's away, and Veloci. And they're all still out behind the line and riderless. Beaver Reef has gone back up into the stalls. And the vet, no doubt, will be working overtime, determining who's going in and who's going out. I'm just waiting for the... I'm no doubt that there'll be some withdrawals here, and as you say, we are running very, very late. It's Amanda Hug and Kiss is also out behind the line. Amanda Hug and Kiss is also out behind the line here. So we might see quite a number of them there. The 3 riders, Veloci in the all-white, Come on the Wagon, and Air Shuttle's rider out behind the gate, siren sounding, so we'll have some withdrawals here. Here we go. Hello. Number 4, Veloci's out. 6, Air Shuttle. 7, Amanda Hug and Kiss. 10, Come on the Wagon. And 12, Jasila, all out at 103. Okay, thank you. Now, please note we've got 4 late scratchings. 4 late scratchings out of this race. Number 4, Veloci. Number 6, Air Shuttle. 7, Amanda Hug and Kiss. And 12, Jasila have all been withdrawn. Numbers 4, 6, 7 and 12 are out. And at 10, Come on the Wagon. Also number 10. So that's 4, 6, 7, 10 and 12. All late withdrawals at 103. So bookmakers, please rule a line. And we'll have a betting announcement to follow the running of the race. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 late scratchings. So... there'll be some betting deductions to come out of this race naturally. 4, 6, 7, 10 and 12 are all late withdrawals. And the rest of the field are standing up and ready to go. Well, that was a chain reaction that just decimated the composition of the lineup there. And Taringa and behind.
They're away, and a clean start too in the Stillwell Stakes. Mutiara as though beaten for speed. There's a great battle for the early lead, and Bay Kingdom is prominent, and so too out wide Faithful Choice. Happy Cracker driving through on the rail. Pirius is with those. Up there with them too was Comedy Court, and they were followed further back by Spargo El Richo. Seller back in an equal last position with Mutiara, it's inside, and Shining Path the outer. Happy Cracker is a slender leader by the 800. Bow to neck to Pirius second. Faithful Choice over on the outside, or Faithful Love it is, in third position. They were followed close up on the inside by Mutiara, who saved a lot of ground per medium at that rails run. Bay Kingdom under pressure. Spargo is next, and right out around the outside, Comedy Court on a limb. Further back, Shining Path and Sellers as Bay Kingdom drops out. Around the home turn, Mutiara persisting for that run up on the inside, joins Happy Cracker. Further back behind them, out wide, running on again, Faithful Love. Still there, El Richo and also Pirius. And here's one down the middle, coming quickly, Spargo. Happy Cracker, Mutiara together at the 200, but Spargo's got the them out wide. Spargo's cut loose in the last 150, and Spargo races away from them in the Stillwell Stakes to win it well. Spargo goes home to score by about 3. Mutiara second, Happy Cracker or Seller for third in a photo from Faithful Love Old Richo. Then Pirius followed by Shining Path, and Comedy Court caught wide throughout was last by 1 Bay Kingdom, which has been eased out of the race and is just walking down to the line.
8 Spargo, 5.20, 180. Mutiara, $3.60. A photo for third. Morphettville race 3 results. There they are. Now at Flemington we had all that trouble in the barriers with 5 late scratchings for race 2 there. 80 from Mutiara, 360, and Seller third, 180. Quinella, 77.20, and Trifecta, $497.
They're all in and ready, and they're racing. And looked a pretty tidy dispatch from the inside. Princess Archway away well. Nookdoor beaten for early speed. Drifts back to be a clear last settling. Going up to be second over on the outside was Toy Carousel, very prominent. Third, Citronella. Fourth, Porsche followed back on the inside. Kill Spindy, Lady Aguazu the middle, and over on the outside 3 wide was Often. Another 2 lengths further back in the field. Then came Thursday's Child from Black Glamour the inside, and 2 to Nookdoor. As they move by the 1600 into the far side, and Princess Archway led. Pressure's going to come here early though from Often, who's sooling around the field and goes after them very quickly. And now Often takes up the running, 1.5 to 2 in advance of over on the outside Toy Carousel. Back to third, the inside came Princess Archway, and the leader immediately grabs hold after getting to the front. Back to fourth, Porsche. Fifth, the inside came Citronella. 1 length, Lady Aguaza, just worse than centre field, followed then by Thursday's Child on the outside at the 1200 metre turn onto the side. Kill Spindy down on the inside's a fair way off them at the moment. 2 lengths, Nookdoor and Black Glamour together at the tail. Down the side they race, and Often in the prominent all lime green colours. The grey shows the way by a length to another grey Toy Carousel. 1.75 to 2 away, Princess Archway just being niggled at. Citronella's travelling nicely the inside, then Porsche. Kill Spindy goes through on the inside of that horse, and Lady Aguazu the middle. Further back Thursday's Child, Black Glamour, and last 1.25 off Nookdoor. As they move down towards the 600 metre mark, prior to the home turn now, and Toy Carousel goes after Often and goes to the front. Princess Archway doesn't look like she's going to stay. She's drifting back. Citronella's cruising after Toy Carousel. Lady Aguazo running a forward race. Now Kill Spindy starting to work into the action. Often has called it a day, and Black Glamour took the shortcut for home, where the leader is Toy Carousel. Citronella the outside. Kill Spindy down the outside. Thursday's Child. Black Glamour nearer the inside. Citronella went to the front though at the 200. Kicked 1.5 lengths. Thursday's Child runs on out wide, and Kill Spindy the inside. Thursday's Child is after Citronella. We've had some Bobby Dazzler finishes. Here's another good 3-way go, but it's Thursday's Child getting home about 1/2 on the line at the finish. From second, Kill Spindy, Citronella. Further back, Lady Aguazu, Toy Carousel, Black Glamour, then Nookdoor, followed by Porsche, and a long last or second last Often, and further back to Princess Archway.
Thursday's Child taking out the listed Stuart Crystal Stakes at Morphettville. Thursday's Child, ridden by Greg Childs, chained by Mike Maroney at Flemington. This filly by Grosvenor out of Miss Thursday. Second was Kill Spindy, 190, with third going to Citronella in a 3-way go. Fairfield dividends on race 1 are now official. Regal Land 6.10 and no place dividends there. Just the 4 horses to contest that race. The Quinella numbers 2 and 6, $9.80, and the Trifecta $49 even. Now, updating Eden Hope for you. This is race 4. Crisco's at $8.80, $10 Power Lad, Vis 22 Lithium, Stormy Jim $7.20, Graceful Encounter $6, 36 Kipling, Mow It Now $8.10, $12 Celestial Body, More Action $4.10. It's the best supported there, and the rest double figures. More Action, the favourite, a last start winner with Brett Preble on board. More Action, of course, hails from the Michael O'Leary stable at Mount Gambier. Mullum at 6.35, 2.55. These are dividends on the 4th at the Sunshine Coast. Corona Walk 2.60 and Celastra 2.30. 18.50 Quinella, and the Trifecta $597. Belmont Race 2 officials, Repreme beat Reedy's Rain and Orfanuto. They're set at Morphettville now for the 5th. Here's Ron Paps.
They're all in, waiting on the light. It's there. Dr. Lewin's private formula stakes. Few nerves running through the line. Now they settle again. Here we go. They're off. and looked a very tidy dispatch. Shortly after, More Action, Glacier Bay vie for the lead from Will Fly. Graceful Encounter moves up and improves out wide. Mowat now between horses. Over on the inside, Celestial Body held back off them. Now getting around them was Exalted Miss. Further back to Lithium, Kipling the centre, and back on the inside, Toybury the veteran. As they move towards the 1200 metre turn now, and the leader was Graceful Encounter. She's found the front 3/4 in advance of Exalted Miss. Third and held together Glacier Bay. More Action was fourth on the outside, and then came Stormy Jim. Next with it on the inside, Mowat now being held back under control. They were followed by Celestial Body, and then Will Fly, who's travelling apparently well within herself from Toybury. Then Kipling and Lithium back to the tail of the field, a half off them. As they move down the side in the vicinity of the 850 metre mark, Graceful Encounter goes to the 800 by a half. Exalted Miss second. Third, Glacier Bay. Fourth, on the outside, More Action improving. Then came Stormy Jim joining in around Mowat now, and on the inside, Celestial Body. They've quickened appreciably. Will Fly next inside of Kipling. Toybury second last as they turn inside the 600 from Lithium back at the tail. Exalted Miss worrying Graceful Encounter. They show the way. More Action comes after the pair. Back in behind those then came Celestial Body needing a run. Ahead of it was Glacier Bay. Mowat now and Stormy Jim are wide, and Will Fly cutting loose down the outside. Graceful Encounter joined by More Action as they race to the 200. More Action got a half in front of Graceful Encounter, but here comes Lithium and also Will Fly down the outside. Lithium is powering home, but More Action's got a break on them. It's More Action in front, getting close to home. It'll hang on. More Action wins. Great go the Miners. Will Fly second. Celestial Body third, maybe, but only maybe. Wider out was Lithium. Down on the inside, Graceful Encounter and also Toybury. There's 5 of them there for the minor issue. Just behind those again was Glacier Bay, and they were followed by Stormy Jim, Mowat, now Exalted Miss together with Kipling. The winners won comfortably, but it's a bit of a guessing game for the Miners. Number 10, More Action. Number 10, More Action, wins the first leg of the 4-trailer, the Dr. Lewin's Private Formula Stakes. Second, possibly number 3, Will Fly. And then we've got Celestial Body prominent, and also inside of them, both Toybury and between horses, Glacier Bay. Number 10 is the winner. Number 3 has got second, Will Fly. So we've got that much right. But it's pretty tight again for the minor issue. Lithium right down the outside, Celestial Body on the inside. Initially I thought Celestial Body, but we'll leave this to the judge. The winner, number 10, More Actions by Veet Cheval from the Crested Wave mare Surging Tide, and Brett Preble the rider for Michael O'Leary at Mount Gambier, raced by Fred Senior and Fred Junior Fairthorn. Michael has a share himself along with KR Sneath, GP Considine and El Tucker. Second to number 3, Will Fly by Will Dancer from the Don't Say Halo mare Flying Oriole, Jason Holder for Leon McDonald. And it is still to be decided, that 3rd, 4th and 5th position, or positions. They are still to be decided.
OK, we'll await that decision because they are moving in for the next at Edenhope. That's race 5 on the program there. Centivi is the favourite for this at $2.80. Raffin Times $8, $12 Alberta Boy, Zach the Butte $6.50, $19 Mystic Star, El Romantico $9.80, $39 Sectional Time, In Debt $17, Starduster $37.
Set for the Liz Davenport, they're away. Dermot threw the head up and missed it a half. Lakeville a little slow to begin now. Muster speed. Sriracha's got plenty of toe and draws out to lead narrowly, but going through on its inside, Malnamuka. The stablemate Born Brave and Star Joe are all there, and pushing through on the inside of those was Souvent Rouge. They were followed back in behind those then on the inside, running by Lake Villa. Specialises with them, My Modest, and then Grego. Further back, Nobility. New Millennium held up in traffic. Further back, Mighty Impulse. They haven't loafed in this. Dermot second last with it on the inside, going through on the rail now, was Born to Perform. Lickety Splick around the home turn to the 400, Sriracha led. Travelling up on its inside, Savant Rouge is going well. Lakevilla's got a run inside of the lot of them. Further back in the field, Star Joe under some pressure, Specialised to the outside. Born Brave was next, but Sriracha joined by the bolter, Lakevilla. Lakevilla goes through and joins the leader now, Sriracha. Late on the scene, Star Joe, and also wider out coming at them late, but Specialised, but it's the bolter, Lakevilla in front. Here's a blowout for 4 trailers. It's Lake Villa first up. What a training feat by Karen Fox to win a neck over Sir Archer. Not sure about third. Born Brave is there. We've got New Millennium out wide and even deeper. Nobility. Mighty Impulse down the outside. Star Joe didn't really fire in the last 100. Further back, Born to Perform, Dermot. They were followed by My Modest. Then came back behind them Specialised. Further back then came Melna, Mooka, Greygo. And after being a leader to the turn, Savant Rouge has knocked up near the tail. Lake Villa.
Oh, that hurts, that result. 15, Lake Villa, $62.30 and $16.90. Lake Villa, first up from a 21-week swell today. Didn't have any first up form either coming into this, but well weighted with the 51 and has caused an absolute blowout. Second, Sir Archer, $3.70 and Born Brave, third, $3.20. Anyone's guess how much that trifecta is going to pay on the 6th at Morphettville. Eden Hope Race 6 is just 2 minutes away. Sporting Hero, $3, $6.40. Bluesman, Giacomo, $16, $11. And Close Your Eyes is the favourite at $2.70. And none other than Simon Marshall is trackside. And Simon, you're still keen on Close Your Eyes?
Oh, Joe looked very well in the yard, but let me tell you, it doesn't look as though he has improved. Although he doesn't have to much after his last start 5-length victory here, of course, at Morphettville. But he did present very well going out onto the track. And, connections are very confident. From gate 1, Eddie Wilkinson, he'll be able to give him a nice ride, won't he? And Life of Riley, the top weight of Shane Dyes, looked very well. A lot fitter from his last start 4th here at Morphettville, so he'll run a creditable race today. He may finish a 1-2-3. Mastic, he really took the eye. It looks as though he's improved from his second 2 Close Your Eyes when they last met at Morphettville. So, he's going to be the danger once again, Mastic, in my opinion. Slavonic, he's always a lovely-looking horse. He's a very much a black... got a little bit of brown in him, but presented extremely well. Damien Oliver's mount. Damien hasn't ridden a winner today, so this might be, might be his warm-up for the Cup as well. So, in a nutshell, Close Your Eyes, yep, hasn't improved in the respect that I don't think you have to improve much after a last 5-length victory. From Mastic, I'm putting in for second, and Life of Riley for third, Joe.
Okay, thanks for that, Simon. They are moving in well now. Let's go trackside to Ron Paps.
Yes, they've just about got them for the Angus Brut. Strathalbyn have a meeting at Victoria Park on Wednesday, and Thursday, big meeting at Narracourt in the southeast. Now, just Mastic and Manetti to come up here. One of the feature races today, the Group 2 Angus Brut, sponsored, of course, by Yalumba Wines, Australia's oldest family-owned winery. Mastic goes in. Just Manetti to come up. Manetti. Attendant's trying to back him up now. He's just got a few metres down the line. And he is backing up. Just a case of spinning him around at the right time and pointing him to the stall.
Double up, come on.
Of course, the winning trainer will take his place in the weighing chair, and his trophy will be his weight in fine Yalumba Angus Brut. I think they've got him locked away. They have the lighters on for the Angus Brut. They're set. Ready. It's a start. Good dispatch too, and one of the best out My Millennium. Miletti has begun quickly. Slavonic away fairly. Life of Riley is going to run up to the box seat, and they will followed by St Clemens Bell with the Mastic on the inside. Close Your Eyes. A length and a half Gold Crystal outside Flame of Atlanta, and a length and a half to Astrolita. They are carving the turf. My Millennium leads as they head to the 800-metre mark by a half. Minetti, a length and a half. Life of Riley getting a lovely run. Mastic bowls up to be fourth within contact of them, and they were followed by Close Your Eyes. Slavonic around them. St Clemens Bell between them. 2.5 further back, Gold Crystal, Flame of Atlanta and Astrolita to the outside. They've kicked inside the 600-metre mark. My Millennium is the leader. In second position on the outside, Manetti under some pressure. Life of Riley is there, third on the inside.